Hey guys, this is Chris. Haven't done a vlog in a while, but I was doing some reading today, and I was thinking about, the Bible. And as you know, I like to post videos that have to do with trying to encourage people to read the Bible. It's a great book written by the Lord. He inspired the text. It's true. It's trustworthy. But this is something that I've pointed out before in our church. When we think about the Bible, we think of it as a historical book, and rightly so. But I think that when we talk about the Bible being a historical book, we think exclusively uh, in terms of from our vantage point. And so when I say the Bible is a historical book, people understand that to mean that when we read the Bible, it records events that took place in the past. And so we're able to look back and we can trust that those events actually took place because, once again, the Bible is a historical book. Um, but when you think about it from God's viewpoint, yes, the Bible is a historical book, but we have to remember that God Himself is timeless, He's eternal. And so God knows the future. Not merely because he looks down the corridors of time, so to speak, and he's a passive observer of world events taking place, but God knows the future because He's actually the cause of the future. He brings the future to pass. And so when I talk about, or when we talk about the Bible being a historical book, what we mean is from God's vantage point, He already knows the end because He has a plan to bring the present age to an end and initiate or bring a new heavens and a new earth wherein Christ Jesus will sit enthroned, and you'll have the birth of a new humanity. But my point in this post is to get you to start thinking about the Bible as a historical book, in that it records all of world history. And so, if you want to know how the world began, you read Genesis, and it tells us about how the world began, and then it informs us about the present. And then the Bible ultimately tells us how this present age will end. It ends with the return of Christ, the gathering of His bride, the elect, the separation of sheep and goats, and then again the beginning of a new heavens and a new earth. And so, in that sense, the Bible is a historical book, in that it records the beginning and the end of world history as we know it. And so, read the book and know the future, and how you can be. And this is one thing about the Bible. The Bible is a book about God. It tells us about God. So it's theological. It's a book of theology. But the Bible is also a book of anthropology, meaning it tells us about humanity. And let me just tell you, humanity is pretty much the villain in the Bible. We are enemies of God, and we're fallen. We alienated ourselves from God since the beginning, from Adam and Eve. But God, in His love and mercy, He comes in and He makes His enemies His friends. He dies for them and redeems us. And so God is the hero of the Bible, not man. Hope that helps. God bless.